Russell just said life is too short not to be happy. I love the fact that after thousands of people that I've taught to be fantastic, Russell here behind me is from New York, and most New Yorkers aren't fantastic, but that's a story for another day. Russell teaches his children to say they are fantastic when they're asked how they are. Russell, God bless you. That's fantastic.
God bless us all.
Well, I don't do much about God things, but I mean, every once in a while it feels right to say that. But the fact that you're telling your children something so magnificent and so it builds their self-esteem, their confidence. There's a video going around right now. It got viral, not from that I made, but this couple has taught their child at 2, and now he's 3, whenever he's asked how he is, to say, I am fantastic. I am blessed. I am smart. I am great, or something. Very, very great affirmations. I forget exactly what it is, but the fact that he says all 3 of them, and then he says the last one is I'm blessed, and it's endearing to see a 3-year-old say that. Now, I met a 3-year-old the other day, and I asked him how he was with his dad, and the kid said, I'm good. They're taught from the very first answer to say they're good. That's what they're taught. And it's, to me, it's really, really bad. I think you should eliminate the word good from your vocabulary. Don't tell your wife she looks good. Don't tell her, well, you did a good job cooking tonight. Don't tell anybody that did a good job that's in your employees. You got lots of employees. All of your employees, by matter of fact, need to be fantastic. Do you agree?
I would like all my employees to be fantastic.
Do you think your employees want to work for a good boss or a fantastic boss?
It's a no-brainer.
No-brainer. Do you want to have a good life or a fantastic life?
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Do you want to marry a good woman or a fantastic woman?
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-friggin' brainer.
That's
It
why
is
I
such
teach
a
my kids
no-brainer.
to say I'm fantastic.
But you didn't know where the question came from
I did
before you
not
met
know.
me, and I bet you don't know what the word means.
No,
Fantastic.
I did not know.
You know what the word fantastic means?
No.
It means unimaginably good and beautiful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see how much I learned today?
You're going to learn a lot more. This is just the start of Dr. Fantastic's 101. I have so much fun teaching people how to think positive, because you see the logo in my logo?
I noticed when I got into your car.
That says be fantastic.
Yeah, B.
And the bee, it symbolizes pollinating positivity.
Wow.
So the movement is pollinating positivity and cultivating civility. How much civility is in New York?
I'll tell you this, more than you give credit for.
Really?
Yeah.
People are giving up their seat in the subway and talking to one another and letting people in traffic and not honking at anyone?
And some people.
Would you honk at a friend?
To say hello?
No, in traffic.
No.
Honk. There's a lot of honking going on in New York, right?
Yeah.
A hell of a lot of honking going on. And they're all honking because they're late. And you know why they're late?
They're too stressed. I don't know.
Because it's their fault they're late. You live in a city with millions of people, you got to expect there's going to be some traffic. So what are you supposed to do is leave early. And guess what? When you get to work early, that means you're on time, by the way. If you're on time, you're late.
I have a saying. Don't say that.
And if you're late, you're fired.
Yes. You stole all my sayings.
Well,
This is my
just,
employees.
see, all my knowledge, Russell, is from world experience.
You have to be 15 minutes early for every meeting.
To be on time, you should be 15 minutes early. But guess what happens when you're early? You're not stressed. 1, 2 is you could study your materials. You could read a book. You could do some texts and some emails and some phone calls. But you're not stressed. But you're ready for work when it starts.
If you're late, your head is not clear. If your head is not clear, you can't perform.
There you go.
I know.
So you and me are on the same page.
I'm going to get a new profession. I'm going to be fantastic.
Well, you are going to be fantastic. I'm going to give you a couple cards here, too, for your employees. How many employees do you have?
65.
Well, I'll give you 65 of these if you want to carry them. This is an
that many.
You need 65 of them.
Oh my God.
Each one of them needs to be invited to be fantastic. Because when they're fantastic, they're going to sell better. You're going to want to buy a product from someone who's good or fantastic. No brainer.
Yes.
Right? Someone wants to hire you for a project at your company, ABC Company. Do they want ABC Company that's going to be a good company to deliver a product or a fantastic one? No brainer. I love the fact that you say no brainer. Most people say fantastic. Because remember, you're going to live 5 minutes longer every time you say the word. It's a fantastic word. And wonderful is a great word. Blessed, wonderful, living a dream.
I'm going to tell you where I got this from. My grandfather, who lived to 99 years old. You used to see him all the time, and you would ask him how he was doing, and that's what he would say. He would go like this, fantastic, with his arms and his energy.
Yes. Wait till you see.
Even when he wasn't good.
Wait till you see the video. I've got about 100 people. When I get out of the car, I usually tape them saying I'm fantastic. And guess what they do every time they say it? They go like this. Their arms come out like this when they say they're fantastic.
See,
you just said that.
I showed you.
But here's the thing. When there's been over 5,000 people. I'm going to ask this to you, okay? I haven't asked it to you. How many people in your life have you met that say they're fantastic?
Well, my
Your grandfather is one.
And I know of one other person in business.
Okay, so 2 people in your 40, 50 some odd years that say they're fantastic. Guess how many? That's that question over 5,000 times. That same question. How many people out of 5,000 have? What do you think they guess? How many? I'm sorry, I'm asking it wrong. How many people out of the 5,000 have met someone in their life that says they're fantastic? Out of 5,000, what's your guess?
So I don't know if it's supposed to be low, or if people are saying it's high, but they're not actually saying fantastic to them. So I don't know.
Well, you can say great. I'm just saying the people that say fantastic, like your grandfather.
I would say, I don't know.
Out of 5,000, you have to guess. Of course you don't know. You're going to know in a minute.
There may be a lot, because they may naturally do it.
I know you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Russell, but that's why I'm saying guess. Because if you knew, I wouldn't be saying guess.
10%.
10%. See, you're a total optimist. Believe it or not, 99.9% of the people that I've asked that question to guess 10 or less.
10 people or less.
Guess 10 people or less.
Wow.
And guess what the real number is? 94. 94 people out of 5,000 I've asked that question to have met someone in their life that says they're fantastic. And here's the beautiful part. They never forgot them. You never forget someone who says they're fantastic. How good is that in life to know that you're never going to be forgotten if people know you as being a fantastic person? I met 2 people so far through this journey of mine. One has been saying it for 25 years, and one's been saying it for 35 years. Met them separately between about a year. A woman got in the back of the car once. She was 88 years old, I think it was. 88 years old. She lived through 2 husbands. And she got in the car and said, "How are you?" And she said, "I'm good." So I gave her the speech I gave you, and then I asked her the same question: how many people have you met in your life that have said they're fantastic? She goes, my second late husband said it every time he was asked, religiously, right? So then and she lit up when she was talking about it. So I said, "How did it make you feel?" And she said, and I could see it in her eyes. She said, "It made me feel wonderful every time I heard him say it, and it made all my friends feel wonderful every time they heard it." Right? So then I said to her, "Okay, knowing how good it made you feel when he said that, why don't you say it when people ask how you are? Because you just said you were good." And she started thinking. She goes, "Oh my God, you're right. I'm going to say that the rest of my life." But she was 82, but still, it really made my day because people don't realize it's a giving thing, Russell.
Never thought about that.
It's a giving thing. It makes other people smile. And my theory is, if you can make someone smile today, you've made the world a better place. Because you made them, like Ellen says, you're kind to them. Because you made them feel good. That's what a smile does. You made them look good. That's what a smile does. And you made them live longer. That's what a smile does. And this is science, Russell. Because you reduce your stress. And your grandpa lived to how old?
99.
Because he was a happy guy. Because he said he was fantastic. It's proof, Russell. You're proving my point. That, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to have Russell on board because he's proving my year of work to tell people to be fantastic. I got a present for you.
Oh boy.
I have a present for you. You might want to buy a bunch of these for all your employees, but right now it's going to be a present for you. And you're one of the first people because I just got it a couple days ago.
That's very nice.
How cool is that?
That's fantastic.
Is that fantastic?
It is.
Show the camera what you just got.
Be fantastic.
You got the little Be Fantastic button, everybody. Now, you know, it's funny. I didn't think they were going to come out that small. But you know what? I'm starting to think everything happens for a purpose, right? And I think, even though I always think bigger is better, when I got a yacht, I got a bigger yacht, I always got a bigger yacht, right? But this tells me that small is beautiful because You ever hear the saying, if you want to be heard, whisper? You ever hear that
Yeah.
saying? So, this is almost like a whisper. What you're not shouting, or be fantastic. You're saying to everybody, be fantastic. It's quite beautiful. Anyway, Russell, I want to thank you for agreeing to an interview. Russell was very nervous, by the way, everybody. He was actually scared.
It was.
Was it a good experience or a bad experience?
It was very good.
Or a fantastic experience?
It was fantastic.
Did I just say the word good?
you
Shoot
did.
me. Do
You
you have a
told me you're
gun,
not allowed to
Russell?
say good.
Please shoot me. Dr. Fantastic is not allowed to say that word. Everybody, be fantastic. Russell is teaching his children to say fantastic. It has to be taught early, and it has to be a habit, and it'll help them in life, in their self-esteem, in their confidence, in their relationships with other people. Oh, by the way, the whole list, Russell, by the way, when you say the word fantastic, you look better, you feel better, you live longer, you make other people do the same thing, look, feel, and live longer. You create engagement. You are going to do better in business, in relationships, and you're going to make the world a more civil place. That's a pretty long list.
Those are all good things.
All good things. And it's so easy. See, you ever heard the KISS system? KISS?
Yeah, keep it simple. And
Stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. I don't know why they put the stupid in there. Every day, Russell, the whole planet has two things in common. One is they're going to be asked how they are today. Every culture does it. In France, it's ça va. In Mexico, it's "qué tal?" In Germany, it's "wie geht's?" Right? China and Korea don't. They say, "How was your meal?" That's their greeting. So we're all asked how we are today, right? Every day. And we all know that being positive is being better than negative. Being positive about this deal you're trying to land right now. Positive that the kids are going to go through life and be happy and healthy, and your wife's going to outlive you. Positive about all that shit. Positive that this flight's going to be on time and all that good stuff. Positive that you're going to make the flight, right? Positive thinking manifests positive action.
You know why I'm going to make the flight?
Negative thinking manifests negative.
Because I left early because I didn't want stress in my life.
And ladies and gentlemen, you got to know that Russell here, I'm driving Uber. It's my last ride for the day. Russell requested Uber. I couldn't find him. He couldn't call me. I couldn't call him. So I blew him off. I said, I don't need to, drive to the airport, even though it's good money. It's like $35 or whatever. I don't need to do that. So I blew off Russell. And I'm driving home thinking, okay, good. I didn't turn it off. I should have turned it off. But then I get another request from Russell again with a different address. He got smarter the second time and put a different address in. So I found him. So I found you, Russell, and it was meant to be. It was really, really meant to be. One of my sayings, Russell, is that life is a series of left and right turns. You're always making a decision to turn left or turn right. And you've got to know that every decision you make is the correct one, every turn. And when that happens, you get success in life because you're getting confidence in your decision making.
Yeah.
Now, you decided to leave early. I decided to blow you off, but then you forced me to pick you up. So it turned out it all turned out right. You made me very happy for 13 minutes to agree to an interview. By the way, when you say yes, it creates new experiences in life. To say no blocks living, blocks experience, blocks knowledge. Really it does. So now you can have a video to share with your kids, to share with your friends, and to convince your employees. Most importantly, because the employees make you money, right? People hire me to inspire their employees, and one of the things that I got to tell them is never be late. Never be late. I mean, when you punish your children, do you keep to your punishment, or do you let them off early because you're a sap?
I'm a little bit of a sap.
You're a sap. And they never forget when they get off early from their punishment. You know that? So they know that if they do something wrong, and even though you sit a week and the problem's coming up, you'll let them off because you're a sap. When you stick to your guns, they do what they said. They do what they're told. They will not jeopardize not going to the prom by getting punished.
I gotta toughen up.
You gotta toughen up, my friend, because it's doing them good to adhere to punishment. And then, of course, you have the purse strings, I imagine, right? You don't spoil kids. You don't give them money and all that stuff. Make them earn their money, do you? Try not to. You're a sap. I can tell. And you have a daughter or a son?
Son.
One son? Two sons?
3.
3 sons. Really? Oh, that's fantastic. At any rate, so anyway, I've got lots of good advice for people. I think it's good advice. You're going to download the app eventually. You're going to go to YouTube right now and download or subscribe, because that's where your interview is going to be, where you're going to watch it on the plane. Basically, you're going to have you are fantastic, Russell. You have fantastic children. At least they're learning to be fantastic. It's not easy, and people think sometimes that you may be bragging, or just whatever. It doesn't matter what people think, Russell. And you have to teach this to your children. No one's opinion matters. Of course, they're going to throw it back at you, that one. But it doesn't, because we all have agendas. Your wife's opinion doesn't matter because she has an agenda. Everyone has an agenda behind their opinion. But when you say you're fantastic and you own it and you live it, what difference if they don't believe you, right? Look at that smile you have on your face. You haven't stopped smiling since we started talking. That's fantastic, Russell. Anyway, everybody, have a fantastic night. It's been a great day. I had a magnificent interview earlier from a guy who's a resolution specialist. What is it? I forget. Anyway, watch it earlier today. It's a guy from Brazil. And Russell's been great. I'm so happy to meet a parent that actually had the knowledge, even though he didn't know why he was doing it. Just knew it was positive. But the word's beautiful, and you didn't know you lived 5 minutes longer either every time you say it.
I didn't know.
And that's why your dad lived to be 90 some odd years old. That's fantastic. Everybody, be fantastic. Like, subscribe, share. And Friday, I've got my big meeting in the Marina. If you're in Los Angeles, it's free. It's a meeting of fantastic, like-minded, positive people. And, of course, my radio show once a month, the podcast, all that good stuff. Be fantastic, everybody. Bye. So how are you, Russell?
I am fantastic.
There you go.